Peace and blessings, brothers and sisters. This is your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live and direct, better than any other can, back with another episode of that Sabbath Talk. I am your host, Junns, the original Jew, not by conversion, but by blood. And you know what your boy out here doing the works, splurging with that work. First and foremost, we always got to give all praise and glory to the Most High, a higher, sure, higher, only name given to the children of Israel. By only that name we shall be calling upon. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's make sure the levels and levels and levels and levels and everything is good. You understand? Let's make sure everything is good. hmm There we go. There we go. Let's try that again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, for those brothers and sisters that don't know, this is the Repent or Die. This is the voice for the voiceless. This is, me on a regular basis. I just want to give you guys some few updates. Um, I will be rebranding the Repent or Die come January 1st, the new year, according to the Babylonian. I will be rebranding, repackaging, taking a different approach. Gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do the things that's necessary for the people, trying to be more cognitive and more sensitive towards the people, dealing in these sensitive ass times, which is to me beyond ridiculous. But, you know, the scripture says you gotta be all things to all men. So, I woke up realizing that I have to be more appealing to the people, and of course in complete righteousness. Like, I'm not gonna deviate from being righteous, but I don't want to be too harsh, because these dudes is too sensitive, like I said before. But that's neither here nor there. So that's just the update. Rebranding, doing different things, taking this podcast movement, the Repent or Die movement, to upper and higher levels, doing things beyond the norm. You know what I'm saying? More engagement within the community, more interactions with the people. Um, Starting things as far as, like I said before, the basketball tournaments and stuff like that. Like, I really wanna help my people. Like, I don't wanna be the ones that just talk it. You know what I'm saying? I want my people to see and understand the seriousness behind what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely want change for my community. I genuinely want the uprise for my people. I really want to see my people be more to the world, to see the greatness of us. You understand? Like, this is the reason why I really gotta take a different approach, as far as, like I said, with the whole movement. But that's neither here nor there. You know, this is just another episode of that Sabbath Talk. And on today's episode, man, I just wanted to just give you guys just my testimony and my journey, and how I got here, how I got into the truth, how did the truth affect me, finding out the truth, and basically what I'm doing now that I do know the truth, now that I do know who I am. You understand? It's very important that we as individuals stand on the knowledge, The scripture says, my people is destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So when you receive the knowledge and you have the understanding, you have an obligation now moving forward. You just got to do the necessary things to get into this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe it or not, oh, it's going to come. So, for those that don't know, man, I'm from Brooklyn, Kings County, you know, building C, third floor. My mom's told me that yesterday. Um, 80s baby, you know. Uh, my growing up was regular, you know. I had my pops, I had my moms, you know what I'm saying? I never seen, and I'm just saying, I'm recollecting, like I never witnessed my my moms and my pops arguing. Never seen that. Never seen my father put his hands on her. Never, ever in my life. Um, I had my little brother. Shout out to Trig. I had my older brother. Shout out to Jim. You know what I'm saying? And we never had. Our childhood was like regular. Immigrants, people coming from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Childhood. You know, my mom's did what she do. My pops did what he do. Um, you know, over the years, things was copaesthetics. I had my father's side of the family. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? My aunts, my uncles, you know. Yeah, things was always cool on that end. And my mom's side. You know what I'm saying? My mom's had two brothers. My mom's got a lot of brothers and sisters. Some of them passed, and the ones that's remaining, you know what I'm saying? My uncle lives at my mom's crib, so you know what I'm saying? I see him here and there. He's getting older, you know what I'm saying? But for somebody that's almost 80, he's very active all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You won't know his age unless he told you. You won't know that he's that age unless he tell you. But for me, you know, my journey started. Well, my trials and tribulations started once my pops died. My pops died from the time I was 8. He attracted supposedly AIDS, HIV/AIDS, passed away. This was a secret I kept. Me and my family, especially me, I knew that since I was like 8. So that's just something I kept to myself for a very long time. I never disclosed it. People say how my father died. I just say, yo, man, he just died. You know what I'm saying? He had health conditions and he just died. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even understand, you know. And from that moment on, I went through my trials and tribulations. My mom's um, did the best that she could raising two bad boys on her own. My older brother, when my pops died, he was secretly taken away. You know what I'm saying? Not by no government or no CPS and stuff like that, but he was taken away by my father's side of the family where he was raised by them for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Being on that side, you know what I'm saying? We lost contact. And it caused a little friction between us as, time as we got older. You know what I'm saying? He had his beliefs, I had mine. Just a lot of foolishness. Just basically people in each other's ears, which at the end affected us. So, I started off peaceful, everything was copacetic, fine and dandy until, Pops dying and just like that, everything was just divided. You understand? And with this division, you know, raised bitterness and I won't say hatred, but the anger was real. You get what I'm saying? But yeah. So you know, Pops died. From that moment on, my mom did she did what she could do. For the most part, I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I was cool. I still went to school, did what I did. Things started changing for me, and I'm just saying this and speaking upon myself. Things started changing once my mom's got into a relationship with somebody else, and as me knowing the things that I know now, knowing that a woman is just a submissive female, just a submissive, the weaker vessel when it's coming to us, you know what I'm saying, as people, you know, that's when things started going left for me. She got herself a man, and at that time she being submissive to him, and I felt like she should have been more submissive, and I don't want to say submissive to us, but just more there when needed be. You know what I'm saying? And she couldn't. She had to work 2, 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? She had to get on her grind. When my pops died, my mom just bought this crib. You know what I'm saying? And my mom's and my pops, she was a home outfade. You know what I'm saying? And she was working at a nursing home. And I'm talking about when the pay was trash. You know what I'm saying? So my mom's dead. Before these labor laws, my mom would work days in, days out. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom would work. I used to see my mom probably like three times out of the week. At 3 times every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like that. You get it? But it is what it is. I ain't mad behind it. But yeah, things went left for me. My pops died. And when my pops died, I had a vision. Like I was young, I had a vision. I never disclosed this, so this is my testimony. I had a vision, and in that vision, I was like taken into the clouds, into the sky, and I'm just floating. And I'm guessing, I was just upset, my pops being gone, and then I just seen a big face just look upon me like I'm there, and it's like I can't give you in-depth details of what was said because I really don't remember, but I just remember that I was up there and I seen this face, and he looked at me with a face like, yo, I got you. And I don't want to say, it's, probably was my pops, and, you'd be like, yo, you see somebody, look in the clouds, it's him talking. It wasn't that, because I would remember my father's face. You understand? And that wasn't him. So just by that, and I never understood what the meaning of that was, but it is what it is, right? So moving along, pops died, mom did what she had to do, then I become older, cognitive of my surroundings. My mom's get herself a new man, and things started friction in between me and him. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about it was bad, and then now I'm outside, I'm in the streets, I'm not coming home. When I do come home, you know what I'm saying, I'm just on a rebellious state. I'm not gonna lie. Home wasn't peace for me no more. You know what I'm saying? Like we was home. My peace was just me and my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like that was our peace. You know what I'm saying? Like I made sure he was good. He made sure I was good. That's just how we moved. We didn't move no type of way. We didn't move no other way. It was just that. You understand? I was my brother's keeper, like for real. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't like being home because, we didn't like my mom's boyfriend at the time. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like him. It didn't sit well with me. I didn't feel he was qualified to be in my mother's life. Just how I felt. Felt like he wasn't qualified. My pops, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I knew my pop. My pop was a stern, about his business, no nonsense type of man. And then here we are. My mom's is dealing with I don't want to say nothing bad, but, a very passive individual. Like he didn't have that, wait a minute, I guess when he tried to enforce that, I just wasn't with it. I'm not gonna lie, I just wasn't with it. I wasn't trying to hear none of that. You understand? But that's neither here nor there. You know, Now, from my time I was from 8 to like 12, 13, I'm doing the necessary things from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Those years, you know what I'm saying? I was just a complete renegade, man. I was in these streets, I was gang banging, I was claiming Crip, CGC, criminal gangster Crip. Um, I was just running amok. You know what I'm saying? I was chilling with the OGCs, original gangster Crips. I was chilling with the IGCs, insane gangster Crips. Shout out to my son Simba. Shout out to my bro J Way. Shout out to J Murder. Shout out to Snoop Loke. You know what I'm saying? And even with the OGCs, rest in peace Fish. Rest in peace. Damn, what's my bro's name? Damn, I forgot his name. Sheesh. But it was a lot of brothers that I was chilling with, man. You know what I'm saying? And build a rapport with, man. Shout out to my son Courtney, man. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen son in years, but that was my ock, man. That was my bro. You know what I'm saying? My little homie Nate, you know what I'm saying? Like we got busy, man. There's a lot of us, man. We was out here causing ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Representing what we represented. You know what I'm saying? We was just with that, you know? Um as far as clicks go, you know what I'm saying? I was never, even though I was claiming sets and I claimed my set or whatever, I was always a one man team, you know what I'm saying? Like I always stayed with my people. You know what I'm saying? Cause, I'm not gonna lie, now that I look back at it, you know what I'm saying? I only joined the game because it was just something to do. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have family at home, you seek family elsewhere. And it was something to do. It was cool. It felt, you know what I'm saying? It was something, it felt good walking around with a flag and, you know what I'm saying? You young, you got fire, the fire burning in you. You just want to just do what it do. You know what I'm saying? So, I was, joining these gangs. Um, and even with the gangs, man, listen, man, my bros will tell you, I was the rebellious Crip, man. You know what I'm saying? I was the Crip wearing red all the time. You know what I'm saying? Big ass band-aid on my shirt. Like, that's just what it is. Nobody, like, I was on that type of time. Nobody's going to tell me how to dress, how to act. I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna play the ranks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ready. I'm not gonna speak above my, you know what I'm saying, my OGs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna speak above the head. Pause. But when it came to fashion and all that, like I always loved the color red. I've been my color since I was young. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm gonna be wearing red. Listen, care. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care that the fact that we had to wear blue. You know what I'm saying? I be in a low spot, all red with a band-aid on, and dude respected it. Like, yo, you really on some G, I don't give a damn type of time. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I mean? Like I said, when my father died, I was, with all the chaos, I was just a rebellious child, and I didn't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else? Yeah, so me being in these gangs, I didn't use the gangs for like support and stuff like that. Like I was in my gang, but I always had my clique. I had my peoples. You know what I'm saying? We was in school. I had my own squad that I moved with. You know what I'm saying? I had my shout out to City. I had my son, um um Lil J, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Part of the reason why I changed my life around because of the death of my homie. Um, I had my cuz Tone. I had my son. You know what I'm saying? I had my cuz Prince. Who else? Um, who else? There was a couple of us. Oh, of course, Bo. It's my right hand. You know what I'm saying? That was my guy. And it was crazy between me and him is me and him we met on some on some type of competitive, nothing violent. It was more like, the girls liked him and me. I'm like, yo, bro, get out of here, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, you over here, I don't know where you from East New York, bro. I'm from Flatbush, man. We don't even intertwine. You know what I'm saying? Man, keep that light skin stuff over there. Even though I'm light skinned, but you lighter, so stay over there. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those, but that was no. Eventually, that became my bro. You know what I'm saying? I used to chill with this dude named Mark. You know what I'm saying? We went to elementary school together. It's a lot of people, man. You know, Jordan, Shannon. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like the core clique was Simba, City, Lil J, Buddha. Um, Damn, it was another dude's name. It was a dude, Mr. Miguel Black. I don't know his tag name. That's the name I remember him as. Um, um, it was just a lot of us, bro. I'm just leaving it as that. And oh, my son 50K. You know what I'm saying? Word. Shout out to my son 50K. My son 10. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of us, bro. But the core was the ones that I mentioned, like off the top. Little J, City, Simba, BO. You know what I'm saying? And then I had my block. You know what I'm saying? I had, we grew up on the block. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, as I got older, I met some solid dudes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my other right hand, my son Calico, man. Whenever you watch this, man, your bro hand love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I met him through my son. I met him through my cousin Tones. Tones introduced me, and it's crazy how I met him. I met him on some beef. You know what I'm saying? Like I had beef. I was like, yo, we about to pull up on these dudes. Boom, 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 boom. Gonna get shaken. Give me some solid dudes, bro. My son pulled up with some like four heads, man. And that been my man's ever since. You know what I'm saying? Like word. That's how you got friendships from us, especially from me. Like, you down for the cause? I don't even know your name. What's your name? Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how we built friendships back in the days. Now what I'm saying, you smoke a blunt, that's your bestie. We didn't do that when growing up. Um then uh then I met my son Sick. Shout out to my son Sick, man. He's a family man now. And even if his children gets older, and when we tell them the stories, they won't believe it because he's just such a happy soul now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I met him on some situation too. He was ready for the cause or whatever. Um, you know, like I said, I was on a rebellious type of time. I had my first child I had when I was 15, 16 years old, bro. 15, 16. It was one of those. But I had her at that age. Um, I was 16. Word. No. Yeah, I was 16 when I had her. My BM was pregnant with my child when I was 15. I'm trying to paint this picture for you about this testimony. It's crazy. 15. You understand? And she even that when she was pregnant, I wasn't ready to be nobody's parent. I didn't know. I'm like, what? I'm not doing none of that. So I was isolated from that. But I'm gonna talk about that. But anyway, so being in this game, doing what I'm doing, um, wilding out in these streets, like I thought my clique was the most superior clique on the face of this earth. You know what I'm saying? Like I walked the streets with my head up high, never had my head down. I looked everybody in their face. It got to the point where dudes in the hood was looking to bring harm to me because I was just too thorough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was no pushback from me. But like I said, you know what I mean? I had the block, you know what I'm saying? 8 blocks southbound, you know what I'm saying? But I had the block, um, you know, and everybody on that block would tell you, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like if anybody was the founding father to get them to where they're at that they are now, everybody would tell you, it was me. You know what I'm saying? I was on their heels. You know what I'm saying? I was, that I was like, nah, we got to do this, moving like that, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? They blossom. You know what I'm saying? to that next level. My little bro, you know, happy. You know what I'm saying? He's on his journey. He's getting to his bag. He's taking care of himself. You know what I'm saying? He's living on his own, living that Miami life. You know what I'm saying? So, but I remember being on his heels, not allowing him to chill with suckers when things went wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put my life on the line for that boy. You know what I mean? Um, even five, you know what I'm saying? Cuz shout out to my son Slug, you know what I'm saying? That's my bro. You know what I mean? These are people that, we build rapport with. I'm talking about 20 plus, bro. Everybody that I mention is 20 plus years of friendship. 20 plus, bro. I'm not even fabricating. That's how long, you know what I'm saying? That's how far back we go, bro. It's that deep, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, praise the Most High that brothers are still alive, but that's how far back, And back to the journey. So 18 wildin', gang, doing et cetera. You know what I'm saying? By the time I was like 21, 22, you upgrade from the gang life. Now I'm into the drug life, you know what I'm saying? I'm hustling, trying to get to this money, doing X, Y, and Z. I did the regular job. I had my son when I was 20. Me and my son is 20. I'm 20 years older than my son. So I had my son when I was 20. I had my son when I was 20. I had my daughter when I was 17. She was conceived when I was 16. I had her when I was 17. I had my son when I was 20. I had my next daughter at 23, and then I had my final daughter at 26. She was born on 26. 26. I was turning 27. So, that's just how that went. And through that, I'm out here wilding, bugging out. My son, when my son was 3 years old, that's when my son, little Jay, died. And that was my first realization that niggas could get hit out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm keeping it as blunt. I'm telling you exactly what ran through my mind when that happened. It was like, yo, niggas can get hit out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought, if anybody that I thought would be in a situation, I never thought it would be Lil J. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just that humble and calm, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he was Crip too, and he used to come to my hood, and off GP, he was valid. Like, I wasn't hearing none of that. And back in the days when you was a Crip coming into another Crip community, you was asked knowledge and what's under your bed, what's today's math. Like, you was asked those things, and if you didn't know that, you had to shoot the six. But Lil J, I'm like, yo, bro, you ain't gotta ask, you ain't gotta answer nobody. You good. And when the Crips came around, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my lokes. I just wasn't having it. Like, nah, he good. He don't need to know nothing. I'ma vouch for him, and if it goes there, y'all gonna have to answer to me. And that's just how I move. And he knew that. He was good. You know what I'm saying? Cripped up, flagged up, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? He used to come out the train station just to come see the boy. You know what I'm saying? But when he died, was like a wake-up call for me. You understand? It was a wake-up call, but at the same time, I was already falling back from the gang life after my son was born. When my son was born, it was like, nah, and I was having so much beef, especially within my hood, because like I said, I was just so thorough being a one-man army. Like, I was by myself. I was never with a clique. I was not with none of that. You know what I'm saying? But, things happen. You know what I'm saying? I ran into individuals. I ain't going to mention no names. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, my son was born. I left that gang. I left it like I fell back. Like, nah, I ain't gonna be gang banging. You know what I'm saying? I peace those who I peace. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to some of them. You know what I mean? Some of the real, I'm talking about the real ones. Not this new crip. I don't associate with none of that. You know what I'm saying? But for the real ones that was in the trenches when this gang life was real, you know what I'm saying? They still alive and they still, yeah, we still peace out of respect. You know what I'm saying? But once you crip, you always crip. That's just that's just how the game go. You know what I'm saying? But I seen, when my man's died, it was a wake up call. That's when I rekindled with a lot of individuals, man, and this that brought us together. But at the same time, it created a different direction that I wanted to go for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was in tune with the drug life. You know what I'm saying? I was working a regular job. I used to work for FedEx. I started off as a package handler, then I upgraded to a part-time manager, you know what I'm saying? And I was still in these streets, you know. Got into this drug game, started off selling bud, this typical typical young man coming into the business, started selling bud. Um from the bud from the bud I upgraded, started dealing with the coke, you know what I'm saying? Started shout out to my son. I ain't gonna say his name, but you know who it is, man. Ukone Kisama Abdullah, man. You know what I'm saying? So Ukone Kisama Abdi, you know who this for. You know what I'm saying? But you know, started off selling bud, then then see, I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, started selling bud and then upgraded from, moving to coke. We was moving everything, you know what I'm saying? Coke, pills, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. We was just on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? And and we was living life, man. We was living, you know what I'm saying? We was living the best life, man. Like I said, even though Little J died, I was more cognitive. I was less aggressive. I was more passive. Not saying I was passive on some soft type of time, but I would think things through compared to before. It was like, what? Yo, we in there. You know what I'm saying? Like that was me. What's going on? What? I was quick. I didn't want to hear nothing. We gonna get this job done. But when Lil J died, you know what I'm saying, it hit close to home. It hurted, you know what I'm saying, and it still hurt to this day. A lot of us is still affected behind it, you know what I'm saying. But may the Father have mercy on his soul. You know what I'm saying. I hope he gets into this kingdom, and I hope you know, and I hope that the Father rekindles us on a righteous type of time. You know what I'm saying, in the clouds in this kingdom. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, you know, him passing was a wake up call for me. But still playing the game, still out here hustling, wilding, doing the X, Y, and Z. And then, like I said, we was living our best lives, balling, women, cars. You know what I'm saying? I bought myself my own car. I was just living life, bro. You know what I'm saying? My son B.O. got his own crib. We was out here hustling, trapping, just doing what it do, man. Up all night. No care in the world. We ain't answer to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere we went, we took it over. You know what I'm saying? We was on that type of time. Um, and even through all that, you know what I'm saying? The Most High had mercy upon me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't forget me. He didn't forsake me. He still had mercy. And even there was times, like I told my wiz, like there was times like my car was tinted. We driving around with the guns, the drugs, that we drinking, we smoking, we doing all that, riding through the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through from the Bronx to East New York, from East New York to the Brownsville, and these are hot zones, and we out here bugging. No, nothing ever came my way. I'll get pulled over on a regular Sunday going to the market when I'm literally just minding my business, like being a civilian. But the time when I was in my criminal activities, never. So I know for a fact that it was the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact And we used to even be in Fall Rockaway, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Beach Channel and all that. You know what I'm saying? All that. Just bugging. You know what I'm saying? Doing this music stuff. And even that, you know what I'm saying? I played around with the music a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my son B.O. and my son, my son Cash, you know. They had their own 718. City came on board. I jumped on. You know what I'm saying? Like it started off with them too, then it upgraded to, to a click, the 718 click. You know what I'm saying? And they was doing what they do. Things fell off. You know how the music game go. But yeah, it was bugging, wilding out, living our best life, touching money after money, spending, going to shows, dressing up, dealing with the women. You know what I'm saying? Like it was this girl, that girl. It was the sight to live. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, the Father had mercy on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like He had mercy, and I sit there and I think about it. It's like, damn, I could have been dead or in jail, bro. But He had mercy. You know. Then things started changing when the money started, when the money stopped. You know what I'm saying? I remember I got into a situation with my car, brand new car. I drove on something coming off the highway. They broke the highway down and leave no signs or nothing. So I'm blowing it and I hit something. Boom! Crack my engine pipe. My car never recovered to this day. Like I got rid of it, but it was heartbroken, bro. Um, yeah, like that was the beginning of the humbleness that the Most High was putting upon me. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna humble you now. So that happened. Um, that happened. Then the trap house got raided. You know what I'm saying? And everything was just happening back to back. Boop boop boop. It's like, damn, what's going on? You understand? And I went from up here, living the best life that anybody from the hood would want to live, to being right here. Like literally $2 from being a bum, like being a homeless man. Like it was like that. You know what I'm saying? And every money, that every little bit of bread that I had, you know what I'm saying, I had to take care of my children. I had to take care of my son at the time. My daughter wasn't born yet. I had to take care of my son. So then now my daughter is born, and my daughter is born. I'm still hustling here and there. I'm not doing it too much. I'm not. I'm going hard, but I'm not going as hard because a part of me was like, this is just not what you meant to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this cool, but this is not what you here to do. You know? And then I was just on that journey, just trying to find myself as far as figuring out what the heck is going on, right? So that I know I know I'm babbling too much, but yeah, 30 minutes, yeah. So let's get straight into the nitty gritty. So then now this is me getting into awoken to the truth, right? Um, my man's shout out to my son. I was speaking in Creole. My son gets booked. Don't know. Now this is what I'm trying to tell you. Everything is going downhill. You know what I'm saying? My plug gets locked. My my um my plug gets locked. My car gets messed up. The trap house get raided. Everything is going wrong. My son City got booked with all the he got booked with all the work. So it's a lot of things that was going on. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's the Most High was doing this. So all this is happening, and then now I'm in a situation where I'm trying to figure out like what the heck I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm too high and too prideful to be trying to go for 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm flying all that. But you go from touching a certain amount of money, then you're gonna have to be like, hey, can I work for you guys? You know what I'm saying? So even that, and then So when my son gets booked, my son comes out. My son he comes out. He pulls up with one of my men. Shout out to my son Calico. Both of them pulls up on the block. See my son in like 7 months, 8 months, probably a year. Come back like this, swole. Like, yeah. I'm like, ooh, like, yeah, bro, what's up? Like, yeah, man, I got locked. You know what I'm saying? I checked his Mom Deuce, and Mom Deuce didn't want to, she didn't disclose nothing because, he said, don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, son comes out and, we reconnect. You know what I'm saying? I was one of his loyal customers, and, he was like, yo, bro, I'm going to put you on something different, man. So, he put me on to something different. You know what I'm saying? We was out in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Cherry Street, to be exact. You know what I'm saying? We out there for that. And even through that, him coming home, you know what I'm saying? He's talking to us, and he talking to me, and he's giving me that knowledge. Wait, no, I'm lying. Damn. When he came home. When he came home, he was on a whole different type of time. Yeah. But when he was the one, you know what I'm saying, we went to Cherry Street. This is when things was booming, and I got the plug. You know what I'm saying? My plug was out. You know what I'm saying? My son was getting it, man. My son had the Mozzie before dudes even knew what that was. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of connect that I had. And it was so pure. It was so good. He was giving it for the Lolo. Off the strength of my next bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my big bro Mo. You know what I'm saying? Triple OG. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, introduced me to Son. Son had some fire. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, you know what I mean? I put my connect on. My connect was like, yeah, this is what we doing, etc. And then I fell back from that. Why? Um, it just wasn't my cup of tea. For one, I'm in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody out there. You know what I mean? Things was crazy. I'm riding through state lines with the hammer. Well, just a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Even that, the most I had mercy. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the selling the drugs, the crack to people, and the shakedowns, and running up on custodies, and, pregnant women. This is a lot of things that didn't sit well with me. I like, this is not something that I can see myself doing. You know what I'm saying? As far as for there's no money on the face of this earth that cause I could actually sit back and like literally demoralize my people in the process for some money. You know what I'm saying? So I fell back from that. Um then my man's get locked. Then I finally see him probably like, I say like a year or so later, and my son was stocky. And, you know, and at that time I'm on my spiritual journey trying to figure out um what the heck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rebellious. I'm seeing the police. I'm watching Alex Jones. I'm on my pro American type of time. Black power. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. I'm on that type of time. My man's come home. He's like, yo, bro, you gotta read this book called The Pale White Horse by William Cooper. If anybody wants a book to read, that's the book to read. You know what I'm saying? That's like a must have in your arsenal, just like the Bible is a must have to be in your arsenal. That book right there. So when I read that, it just opened my eyes to a lot of things, just to see how wicked and evil that this government that I stood for, represented, and was behind. When I found out the wickedness behind these people, and how they was deliberately targeting people of color, like deliberately. You understand? And even now that with all this technology, we starting to gain all the information on how they drop bombs on in the Oklahoma, the Black Wall Street, how they drop bombs on the brothers that was trying to build a community in Philadelphia. I started just being exposed to out of nowhere. It was just boop, 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 boop. All of this was just coming. I'm like, damn, all of this? Like, where is all of this coming from, bro? You understand? Like, I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on, you know? And just seeing that, was just awakening for me.